Hello and welcome to Serenity Yoga, brought to you by the City of Livonia at the Livonia Community Recreation Center. My name is Amy Menon, and I'd like you to start sitting in a nice, comfortable posture, either cross-legged easy pose. If this ever hurts your knees, you can bring soles of feet together, butterfly legs, or legs in front. And I want you to sit up nice and tall, imagining a thread attached to the top of your head, pulling up and lengthening your spine. We'll roll our shoulders back a few times, allowing shoulder blades to slide down the back. Let's close our eyes and gently gaze within. We'll place our left hand on our heart, right hand on our tummy. We'll begin breathing in so deeply, 3-part breath. Feeling our belly expand on the inhale, feeling our lungs fill from the bottom, then the middle, then the top, all the way to the collarbones. And we'll pause with full lungs, holding our breath. And then we'll exhale slow through the nose, feeling emptying of lungs from the top, then the middle, then the bottom. Pulling our belly button into spine at the end of exhale, holding our breath with empty lungs, setting our intention for our practice. And then we'll continue breathing normally, deep, smooth, rhythmic breath, releasing arms down, opening our eyes. Let's inhale and lengthen our spine. Exhaling, we'll twist to your right side. Perhaps looking behind back shoulder, keeping shoulders relaxed, spine long. We'll inhale back through center. Let's exhale over to opposite side, keeping that breath deep always. We'll inhale back through center. Let's exhale. We'll swing our legs around, coming into our flat back tabletop position. We'll begin moving our hips slowly from side to side, just loosening up some tension in our low body, where a lot of our stress is often held, and just breathe it out through your deep breath. We'll pause at center, so noticing that there are stacking of joints, shoulders above ankles, hips above knees for your joint safety. We'll inhale and arch our back down, tummy rounds, looking up, stretching front of neck, chest and stomach. Let's exhale, curling mid-back to sky, tucking chin down into chest, rounding mid-back up, cat pose. We'll inhale and arch our back down again, shining our heart in front. Let's exhale, curling mid-back up to the sky, pushing floor away with arms. And we'll just keep moving like this, moving at whatever pace suits you today, keeping that breath deep and smooth. And that's the most important part of our practice. That's what leads to all the calming benefits of yoga. And when we're ready, we'll exhale, coming back through our flat back table. Let's curl our toes under, lifting our hips up. Down dog stretch. Now there's regular down dog, which looks like an upside down uppercase V. There is a puppy dog option on knees and forearms, a lowercase V upside down. Whichever option feels best to you, go for it. And we'll just pedal our heels and twist our hips from side to side, breathing in and out so deeply. Let's pause at center, imagining someone pulling our hips up and back. We'll inhale and lift up on our tippy toes. Let's exhale, heels come down towards the floor, stretching back of legs. One more time, inhaling, we'll lift. Exhale, we'll lower. And then we'll walk our feet slowly forward, finding a forward fold near the top of your mat. And just let your upper body hang from hips. Knees can always be bent. Head can come up higher if you're dizzy or nauseous. We'll shake our heads, yes, releasing some neck muscle tension. Gently shaking our heads, no. shaking out our arms from tops of shoulders to tips of fingers. And when you're ready, we'll grab hold of opposite elbows, letting upper body hang from hips as we sway from side to side. Again, just breathe out any tension, any stress held anywhere. As we pause at center, we'll slowly inhale, rolling our upper body up, lifting our hearts, reaching arms up to the sky. Let's go for a little back bend, and you can push hips gently forward, acting as a counterbalance when you bend back. Let's come on back through center, grabbing hold of your left wrist. We'll bend to your right side, side body lengthening, breathe into all that space you're creating. Inhaling back through center, reaching up, up, up. Exhale, grabbing other wrist, bending to your left side. And then we'll inhale back through center. Exhale, open arms, spread our wings. Swan dive, fold forward, give your legs a hug. Let's here lift our hearts halfway. Flat back monkey. Shoulder blades are sliding down the back. Looking up ahead at the horizon, back is flat and strong. And from here, let's exhale, folding forward once more. We'll then walk our hands over to your right side, grabbing back of right leg, pulling yourself close, diagonal stretch. Feel free to lift right arm, take a peek behind, windmill. Exhale, arms come down, we'll walk through center, and then we'll just walk to our left side, grabbing back of that leg and pulling ourselves close. Maybe lifting our left arm up, taking a peek behind. And then we'll exhale, arms come down, coming back through our center, neutral spine. Let's sink our hips into our heels, resting our forehead on the floor, finding our extended child's pose. And I just want you to check in, make sure you're feeling good on all levels, physically, mentally, emotionally. Make sure that your breath is deep and smooth, taking breaks whenever necessary. And when you feel ready, we'll stretch our arms long in front, spreading fingers wide, curling our toes under, lifting our hips up. Down dog stretch. Remember, kneeling puppy on knees and forearms, always available. Let's pedal our heels, twisting our hips from side to side, breathing in and out deeply, enjoying each movement, celebrating with each movement. As we pause at center, we'll imagine our hips pulled up and back. Let's inhale, reaching the sky with our right leg, three-legged dog. As we exhale, we'll bring right knee into our forehead, rounding back, jaguar pose. Inhale, we'll reach right leg up to sky. Let's exhale, stepping forward with our right foot. Let's find a nice lunge. Kneeling available whenever you need to. You can always bring left knee down. Most important, stacking of joints. Front knee either above the ankle or behind it. And we'll just inhale, reaching arms up to the sky. Let's interlace fingers, index points up. We'll go for a little back bend, shining our hearts to the heavens. Exhale, we'll bring arms down, bringing our right foot back to meet the left, plank. Maybe knees come down onto the floor if ever needed. From here, let's exhale, sending our chest forward, elbows bend, crocodile. Let's place our stomach on floor. I want you to take a look at where your hands are. So they should be approximately at the bottom portion of your rib cage. So elbows are approximately above wrists for joint safety again. And we'll push that floor away, opening our heart, inhaling into cobra. Let's exhale, curling toes under, lifting our hips up. Down dog stretch. Feel free to pedal heels and twist hips. And remember, resting available whenever you feel like it. We'll pause at center, imagining our hips pulled up and back. Spine is so long. Inhale, we'll reach that left leg up to the sky. Let's exhale, left knee comes into forehead, rounding back, jaguar pose. Inhale, we'll reach that leg back up to the sky. Let's exhale, stepping forward with our left foot, finding our lunge. Remember, kneeling is always available. Stacking front knee either above the ankle or behind it just a bit. Inhale, we'll reach our arms up and interlace fingers, index pointing up, going for a back bend, heart shines to the heavens. Let's exhale, hands come down, bringing left foot back to meet the right, and we'll inhale in our plank. Exhale, chest forward, elbows bend, crocodile. Inhale, hips on floor, opening our heart up, cobra pose. Let's exhale, sinking our hips into heels, resting forehead down. And I just want you to take a time out, just close your eyes, reconnect with that smooth, deep, rhythmic breath. You're doing wonderful so far. Your body is nice and warm. You may feel that energy, that prana circulating throughout you. From here, you can remain resting, or when you're ready, we'll curl our toes under, lifting our hips up, down dog stretch, pedaling our heels, twisting our hips from side to side. We'll pause at center, hips pulled up and back. Now you can walk your feet forward, or you can bend both knees, looking between your hands forward, and coming up on the balls of your feet, jump between hands and fold forward. Give your legs a hug, shining tailbone to sky. Inhale, let's reach our arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's close our eyes, gazing within, and we'll bring to mind the image of a beautiful forest of trees. Each tree is unique, different, perfectly made with its own special purpose. And the forest would be like a puzzle with the missing piece if each tree were not there. Connecting to that same rooted, purposeful place within you, we'll imagine roots growing through your right leg, four corners of your right foot in touch with the earth. Let's inhale and open eyes, going into your tree pose. Feel free to stay on the mat. You can always step off the mat if you feel more balanced there. Hands can stay at heart center, toes can be on the floor. So as long as your shoulders are relaxed and your spine is long, even both feet on floor, you're still in your tree pose. You may like to gaze at a steady speck on the ground, lifting foot up against shin below the knee, perhaps thigh above the knee. So a little tip here is gazing at that steady spot. Foot pushes up against straight leg pushes back against the foot. They work together to hold you up. Hands can open out, spreading our branches, or clasping hands up top, Kali Mudra. And we'll go for another deep inhale there. Exhale, release. We'll shake everything out, loosening up, feeling wonderful. Standing nice and tall in our mountain pose, rolling our shoulders back, opening our chest. Let's inhale and reach arms to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, closing our eyes, touching our heart with our thumbs. Let's listen to your precious heartbeat. Enjoy the calming, grounding effect that sound has. Brings you back to the here and the now, the present moment. That's where all your power to create, transform, and change lies, right here, right now. We'll imagine roots growing through your left leg, four corners of your left foot in touch with the earth. Inhaling and opening eyes, we'll just lift our right leg into our tree. Toes can remain on the ground, foot can come up against shin, either below knee or above the knee. Now I want you to avoid your actual knee joint, no pressure on any joints. That's a very important rule to remember. Hands can be at heart center, branches can be spread, fingers clasped up top, and just focus on that deep, smooth, rhythmic breath. One more deep inhale there. Let's exhale, release. Beautifully done. Shaking out arms and legs. We'll find our mountain pose again, planting our feet, standing tall and proud, hips stacked above ankles, shoulders above hips, and rolling our shoulders back, opening our chest. Let's inhale and reach arms to sky. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward, give your legs a hug, shining your tailbone to sky, rolling your glutes to sky. Here I want you to take your peace fingers, grabbing for big toes. We'll push down lightly on fingers with toes, pulling up lightly on toes with fingers. And I want you to look up and ahead, lifting your chest. This is a variation of flat back monkey. So opposing forces as arm pulls up, leg pushes down, and you'll feel lengthening all across upper back, outer shoulder area. Another deep inhale there. Exhale, hands and knees onto the floor. Let's sink our hips into heels, resting our forehead into the ground. Close your eyes, rest in your extended child's. Maybe pat yourself on the back for doing great work so far. And when you feel ready, we'll just stretch our arms long in front, spreading fingers wide. Curling our toes under, lifting our hips up, down dog stretch. We'll pedal our heels, twisting our hips from side to side, breathing in and out so deeply. We'll pause, hips pulled up and back. Let's reach our right leg up to the sky. And I just want you to circle your right foot, stretching little muscles in that foot. We'll pause and inhale deep. Let's exhale, stepping forward with our right foot, finding our warrior one stance. So front knee is aligned above ankle, back heel pivots and plants into the floor, approximate heel to heel alignment. And we'll inhale, reaching arms up. From here, let's exhale, wrapping our arms, right elbow under the left eagle arms, lifting elbows up and away. Modification available of grabbing hold of left shoulder, pulling it in close, lifting arms up and away. Inhale so deep, let's exhale, releasing our arms, shaking our arms out, straightening our front leg. Let's inhale and reach arms to sky. Exhale, we'll fold forward and just melt into that front leg, feeling lengthening all down the back of that leg. Enjoy that lovely hip to heel stretch. And when you feel ready, we'll bend that front knee and sinking our hips, raising our heart, reaching arms up to the sky. Inhale so deep. Let's exhale. Upper body turns to your left, arms open to a T. Right knee bends, left leg straight, warrior two stance. Gazing out proudly over those right fingers. We'll flip that right palm up to the sky. Inhale, reach that top arm up, reclining back. Back arm can slide down back leg or around torso. Hips sink even deeper. Exhale, right elbow onto front thigh. Left arm swims alongside ear. This is our extended angle. Inhale there, let's exhale, hands onto the floor. We'll bend, expand that front leg, just releasing some tension in that leg. Shifting weight onto that right foot. We'll move forward into our three-pointed star. And you may remain right here, so this builds strength in that standing leg. If you wish, you can keep right fingertips on the floor, lifting your left arm up, stacking your hips, and finding your half moon pose. Inhale there, exhale, release. We can shake out our legs. You can do a little froggy on a lily pad, bend, expand your knees. And just make sure there's no tension left in that right leg after working so hard. We'll pause in a nice forward fold, shining our tailbone up to the sky, rolling glutes to the sky. And then we'll bring our hands and knees onto the floor, sinking our hips into heels, resting forehead down. And I want you to take another moment just to relax, check in, make sure you're feeling good on all levels in your physical body, mental body, and emotional body. Resting available. Breaks are a great thing to take. When you feel ready, we'll stretch those arms long in front, spreading fingers wide, curling our toes under, lifting our hips up, down dog stretch, pedaling heels, twisting hips from side to side, deep inhalations, deep exhalations, pausing at center, hips pulled up and back. Let's reach the sky with our left leg, three-legged dog. So same as before, we'll circle that left foot, releasing some tension in the little muscles in our foot. Pausing, we'll inhale deep. Exhale, stepping forward with our left foot, warrior one on this side. So take your time, alignment, stacking of joints, most important. Left knee above ankle or slightly behind. Back heel pivots and plants, 45 degrees. Heel to heel alignment. Hips square to the front. We'll inhale and reach arms up to the sky. Let's exhale, wrapping our arms, left elbow under the right, eagle arms. Modification available, grabbing that right shoulder, pulling it in, lifting elbows up and away. Deep breath in there. Exhale, release, shaking out our arms. Let's straighten both legs, reaching arms to sky, inhale. Exhale, folding into that front leg, and just go to wherever you're comfy. You can always have a baby bend in front knee if needed, working towards straightening that leg just so you can enjoy that hip to heel lengthening. And when you feel ready, we'll bend that left knee, sinking hips, raising our arms up to sky, warrior one stance once more. Let's exhale, upper body turns to the right, arms open to a T, left knee bends, right leg is straight. If you look down at your feet, they make a 90-degree angle like the corner of a box. You can gaze over those front fingertips, warrior two. Flipping that left palm up to the sky, reclining back, reaching the sky, reverse warrior, sinking our hips, shining our light, inhale. Let's exhale, left elbow onto front thigh, right arm swims alongside ear, extended angle. Another deep breath in there. Let's exhale, hands on floor, bending, expanding front knee, releasing a little tension in that leg. When you feel ready, we'll shift weight onto front foot, moving forward and lifting right leg up, three-pointed star. Feel free to remain right here, strengthening muscles in your left leg. You can keep your left fingertips on floor and lift your right fingers up to the sky. And now we'll open our hips. So the magic in this pose is the top hip revolving and opening in that top hip. And we'll inhale with heart open. Let's exhale and release. Shake out your legs. Maybe bending, expanding our knees. Froggy on a lily pad. Releasing some tension in the front of our legs. And we'll find a nice forward fold. Giving your legs another hug. Shining tailbone to sky. Rolling glutes to sky. And then we'll bring hands and knees onto the floor. And just sink those hips down into heels. Resting forehead into the floor, finding a nice extended child's pose. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. Pat yourself on the back for doing great work so far. When you are ready, we'll just curl our toes under, lifting our hips up, down dog stretch. Feel free to pedal heels and twist hips from side to side. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. We'll pause, hips pulled up and back, reaching the sky with our right leg, three-legged dog. Inhale. Let's exhale, bending our right knee, opening that hip out. So you can stay right here. If you would like to go for a little back bend, you can flip, and right hand reaches to the sky, and heart opens to the heavens. And then we can come on back to three-legged dog, leg up, inhale. Let's exhale, pigeon pose on right side. So 3 options here. Pigeon is a wonderful hip opener. Option 1, right knee bends and opens out to 2 or 3 o'clock. That back leg is straight behind us. Inhale with heart open, exhale and melt. Option 2, rolling onto outer edge of right hip. Back knee bends just a tad, and we just fold forward. Option 3, rolling onto our back, right ankle over left knee, and pulling our legs in close. All of them are equally effective. And once you find the option that's right for you, just close your eyes and melt, breathing in and out deeply. Maybe imagining a beautiful bright light filling any area that you feel that release of stress, release of tension. And when you feel ready, we'll lift our hearts up and inhale, exhale, bringing our legs forward. So pigeon is a great stretch for your hips, but it can cause a little tension in that right knee. So what I want you to do is bending your left leg, left foot along, right inner thigh, flexing that right foot in front, reach those arms up to sky, inhale, exhale, folding into front leg, and just close your eyes, breathe into the back of your right knee, and that stretch that you feel, that's imagine that as an increase of nutrients and oxygen flowing to that place, increase in healing should it be necessary. And we'll lift our hearts, inhale, exhale, legs coming in front, shaking them out. Let's swing our legs around and find our extended childs once more. Hips sink into heels, resting forehead down. And just take a moment to close your eyes, gaze within, collecting our thoughts, connecting with your breath, resting available. Whenever you feel ready, we'll curl our toes under, lifting our hips up, down dog stretch, pedaling our heels, twisting our hips from side to side, deep inhalations, deep exhalations, pausing at center, hips pulled up and back. Let's reach the sky with our left leg, three-legged dog, inhale, exhale, bending that knee, opening hip out. You may like to flip over, reaching the sky with your left arm, squeezing glutes to open front body even more. Inhale, exhale, flipping on back, reaching that back leg up to sky, another deep breath in. Let's exhale, moving forward into pigeon pose on this left side. So here, 3 options again. Left knee bends and opens out to 9 or 10 o'clock. Back leg is straight behind you, opening our hearts. We inhale, exhale, and fold. That's option 1. Option 2, rolling onto outer edge of left hip, bending back knee, and folding forward. That's our baby pigeon. And option 3, rolling onto our back and just bringing our left ankle over our right knee, pulling legs in, upside down pigeon. Again, whatever option feels best to you today, go for it. They're all equally beneficial. And we'll exhale and melt and just focus on that deep breath, breathing deep into that connective tissue. So it's an area of your body that doesn't get stretched very often, so it may feel kind of intense. It's okay, just breathe deeply, inhaling vitality, inhaling peace of mind, inhaling life. Exhale stress, tension, worry, anxiety, anything that doesn't belong in your body, your mind, your heart. Let it all go through your breath. And then we'll inhale and lift our hearts up. Let's exhale, legs coming in front. We'll shake out our legs, bend, expand your knees, and we'll go for some deep forward folds. So legs will be straight in front. If you have any lower back injuries or hamstring injuries, I want you to bend your knees, preventing further injuries in those places. But if you don't have any of that, feel free to straighten your legs, maybe flexing feet in front, sit up nice and tall, rolling your shoulders back. And we'll inhale and reach arms up to sky. Let's exhale, folding forward and just melt into the ground. Breathe into all the places you feel that stretch. Next deep inhale, we'll lift our hearts once more, reach even higher to touch the sky. Exhale, folding forward, closing eyes, gazing within. And in yoga, a principle is that if you repeat any pose, resting your body in between, you go deeper each time into the pose. And we'll test that out this third time, lifting our hearts, reaching arms up, inhale so deep, exhale, folding forward and pause, and just breathe into wherever it is you feel that lengthening. And when you feel ready, we'll lift our hearts up, and we'll just reach for a block and a strap, and we'll place it beside us, keeping it handy, and just lie down flat on our mats. So just take a moment to close your eyes and gaze within. Maybe pat yourself on the back for doing amazing work so far. When you feel ready, we'll open our eyes, planting our feet into the floor. We'll grab hold of our block and slide it under our low back area. This is our supported bridge, reduces compression in those discs in our low back. You can hang out right here. You can, if you like, just cross your right ankle over your left knee, pulling your legs in and rocking from side to side, our upside down pigeon, combination low back massage. Feel free to stay here as long as you need. Exhale, we'll bring legs down and cross our left ankle over our right knee, bringing legs in. Same as before, rocking from side to side, opening space in our hips. Pausing at center, inhale deep, exhale, release. And we'll, from here, just lift both legs up to the ceiling. So this is a great restorative pose, prevents swelling in your lower extremities, gives your leg muscles a little rest, perhaps after a long day on your feet. From here, just open legs into straddle wherever you're comfy. Flex and point your toes, maybe circling ankles, releasing tension in the little muscles in your feet, as well as stretching area in shins and calves. Pausing, we'll inhale, bringing legs together. Exhale, feet onto the floor. And I just want you to hang out here for a couple seconds. Legs were up in the air, blood was rushing down, just so that we don't feel dizzy. We just pause, deep inhalations, deep exhalations, and we'll release block from under our low back, and we'll reach for our strap. From here, we'll just place strap around our right foot. Wide portion just under the toes is the place where it slips the least. And once we have it secure and left leg is relaxing on the ground, I want you to circle your right leg, opening up some space in that hip. And we'll pause at center, inhale deep, exhale, right leg comes to nose or right shoulder. Now there's a little trick you can use. You can pull in a little, relax a little, pull in a little more, relax a little more. And then that third time, that's when you pull and keep pulling. Close your eyes, breathe into back of knee, hamstring and calf muscle. Imagine lengthening and melting and lengthening, and just breathe into it. Let go of any resistance through your deep breath. And exhale, bring that leg back up, inhale. Let's exhale, opening our right leg out to right side, wherever that is. So any rotation out of your hip joint is excellent for your hip health. Here we'll breathe into our inner thigh, inside of your knee joint and your right hip. And then we'll bring that leg back up through center. Inhale deep, Exhale, crossing right leg to left side. This is an excellent stretch for sciatic nerve pain. A little trick you can use is placing strap in your left hand, pulling up gently, and then opening right arm to the right side, turning head to the right. Now I want you to breathe into the back of that right leg, glute and low back, and sciatic nerve right side. And eventually we'll bring leg back up through center. Inhale, exhale, release strap. Beautiful job on that side. We'll shake out our legs, bend, expand knees. So it's normal for your right leg to feel a little longer than the left leg. We're going to fix that right now. Placing strap around your left foot, wide portion, circling that leg. So that just prepares your hip joint for the stretches ahead. Pausing at center, breathing in so deep. Exhale, left leg to nose or shoulder area. So if it is more comfortable to bend knees, that can be very beneficial as well. Eventually, I want you to close your eyes, breathe into calf, hamstring, back of knee, and just imagine that lengthening and melting, melting and lengthening. Now, the more you do it, the further you're able to go. That's just a natural byproduct of yoga. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, opening left leg out to left side. And I want you to breathe into that left hip, inner thigh, inside of that knee. And then we'll bring leg back up through center. Inhale, exhale, crossing our left leg over to right side. So you can use the little trick for sciatic nerve stretch. Strap is in right hand, pulling up gently, opening left arm out to the left, turning your head to the left, and just breathe into the back of that leg, glute, low back area, and just breathe out any tension, any discomfort anywhere. And when you feel ready, we'll bring that leg back up through center. Inhale, exhale, releasing strap from that leg, placing it aside, don't need it anymore. Let's bring our knees into our chest, giving them a nice hug as we rock and roll from side to side, massaging your back into the floor, feeling wonderful. Now when you feel ready, I want you to just pause with knees at center and circle your knees to the right side, massaging your right part of tailbone and low back. And then we'll circle our knees to the left side. Pausing at center, let's inhale and open arms out to a T. Palms facing down, shoulders touching the ground. Exhale, knees fall to right side. Head will turn to your left side. This is our gentle spinal twist. From here, you can slide your right arm further out to the right. This brings both shoulders even on the floor. Both knees come up close to right elbow. You may like to straighten legs, right hand on top, and just turn that head further to the left side. You'll feel that twist in the spine, healthy twist, and stretch all up and down your back, especially your low back area. When you're ready, we'll inhale, legs back through center. Let's exhale, both knees fall to your left side, head turns to your right. Feel free to use that little tip, sliding left arm further out to the left, shoulders even on the floor. Both knees come up close to your left elbow, maybe straightening our legs, left hand on top, and turning that head to your right side, and just breathe into your back. Enjoy that release of tension, release of resistance. And when you're ready, we'll bring our knees back through center, hugging them into our chest as we rock and roll from side to side, massaging your back into the floor, feeling wonderful. We'll pause at center. Inhale so deep. Exhale, resting arms and legs on the floor. Our Shavasana, relaxation pose. Now feel free to keep limbs straight. Some people like to fold their legs and just relax that way. You may like to actually go up against a wall and just prop your legs up against a mirror, again releasing some extra tension in our lower extremities. Whichever option feels right to you, we'll just close eyes and gaze within. Deep inhalation, deep exhalation, and just rest. Bask in the glow of the great work you've done so far. And when you're ready, we'll slowly straighten arms and legs, wiggling fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles. Stretching arms long behind us. Imagine body pulled in two directions. Inhale. Let's exhale, rolling onto one side. And we'll gently open our eyes, coming into a seated position, any seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, spine long, chest open. And we'll bring our hands to heart center, closing our eyes, gazing within. Let's take a moment to acknowledge yourself for being here, sticking it out through your practice, and giving yourself the love and the care that you so deserve. We'll take time to feel gratitude for blessings in our lives, and thereby we get grace and strength to hold on to what we have, maintain, sustain it. And then we'll honor the higher part of ourselves, part that connects us to the divine, source of all things, part that no situation, circumstance, thing, or person can ever dim or tarnish. It always burns brightly and beautifully in us and in all beings around us. Thank you so much for being here today. Namaste.